I'd now like to move on to the importance of higher education.
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Palmer, and I'm the student trustee from Rowan University. I'd like you all to take a second and think about your college education. If you're currently a student, I'd like you to take a moment and imagine your future, and envision the role you want your college education to play in that future. If you're a graduate, think back to the courses you took, the people you met, and the moments that changed your life. Think back to the times that challenged you and changed you to a better, stronger person. Think back to that moment when you finally received your college degree and you knew that no one could ever take your education away from you. Now imagine all of those experiences being ripped away over something as petty as tuition costs. That picture that is developing in your mind is a harsh reality and fear for thousands of undergraduates across the state of New Jersey, myself included. As a junior, I should be concerned about the courses I'm taking, selecting a career path, and bettering myself as an individual. Instead, my constant thought process revolves around tuition, fees, massive student loans, and day-to-day expenses. Every year, thousands of students apply to New Jersey institutions, and every year, thousands of those students opt to go elsewhere for financial reasons, bringing apart families and friends. According to the National Center for Educational Statistics, every year, roughly 30,000 New Jersey undergraduate students leave New Jersey to receive their education. Even worse are the New Jersey students that must leave their education behind, as monetary situations will no longer allow them to continue. In addition, are the current high school seniors, who because of such severe budget cuts to New Jersey higher education, are being refused the same right to a quality and affordable education within their home state of New Jersey that I was afforded only 2 years ago. Again, I ask you all to think. Think about the thousands of New Jersey undergraduates that are the economic, political, and cultural foundation for the state of New Jersey. Students that put everything they have into their college education. Students whose education means everything to them and know that the only way to a better future is through obtaining their four-year degree. Students that struggle and sacrifice every day to attend the New Jersey college of their choice. Students whose ideals, hopes, and dreams are being shattered daily because of dollar signs. I'm aware of the financial crisis that is occurring right now in the state of New Jersey, and this speech and this press conference today is not out of resentment nor complaint. New Jersey legislators, every time a budget is cut, think of the thousands of students you're negatively affecting. Think of the dreams you're destroying and the quality of life you're diminishing. Think about the education you're ripping away from students that have worked very hard to be in college. Think about your college education and the people that helped you get through it. Imagine, if it wasn't for that education, you wouldn't be where you are today. So use that position of power to benefit New Jersey's undergraduates. And fellow students, we have the power over our future, and it's time for us to take that power into our own hands. Thank you all very much for coming.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. All right. In the past years of operation, we've begun to achieve our goals. We have hosted 3 higher education awareness weeks, each simultaneously held at different state colleges and universities in New Jersey, to provide awareness to higher education issues facing state schools. Furthermore, we have held the Yellow Card campaign, evidence here, showing student support for public higher education. We have also met with several state officials to explain our purpose. It is our belief that in a new age, education is no longer a benefit. It is a necessity for a successful life. In this veil, we have established the Student Bill of Rights, which we have had signed by thousands of students across the state, as you can see by the petitions present at the front of the table. The students believe in a right to accessible education, a right to affordable education, a right to suitable living and learning, a right to equal opportunity education, and a right to the pursuit of happiness through educational liberty. In an age where so much is dependent on the education one receives, these must no longer be considered gifts from the state. They must be considered rights to all the citizens of New Jersey. This is the foundation of the Garden State Student Alliance, and is why we're here today. I now ask that the Student Bill of Rights be read aloud for all to hear. Can we all stand?
The New Jersey Student Bill of Rights. We, the students of higher education in the state of New Jersey, in order to advance, ensure, and protect the rights of students and the future of higher education in New Jersey, believe that education is the basis to a successful and prosperous life, do hereby adopt the Bill of Rights of the Garden State Student of Alliance.
Article 1, right to an accessible education. Students in the state of New Jersey shall have the right to have access to higher education in New Jersey. Due to many public higher education institutions' indebtedness as a direct result of a lack of capital funding from the state, these schools are limited in their ability to expand and to cater to the increased demands for seats at our higher education institutions.
Article 2. Rights to an affordable education. Students in the state of New Jersey shall have the right to an affordable education, regardless of institution, to minimize out-of-pocket costs. Over the last decade, New Jersey has ranked in the top quarterly of K-12 education funding, while it has been ranked in the bottom quarterly of higher education funding.
Article 3. Right to suitable living and learning. Students in the state of New Jersey shall have the right to proper living and learning conditions and shall be free of any hindrance to their well-being while achieving an education. Many schools have been forced to make budgetary cuts that impact the academic and student services offered. Increased full-time faculty improves the quality and education that New Jersey students deserve.
Article 4. Right to equal opportunity education. Students in the state of New Jersey shall have the right to have an education regardless of their race, age, gender, socioeconomic status, veteran status, ethnicity, creed, sexual orientation, religious or political affiliation.
Article 5. Right to the pursuit of happiness through educational liberty. Students in the state of New Jersey shall have the right to pursue a successful, excellent, and prosperous life through achieving an education in New Jersey. An educated person is well equipped to deal with the many challenges in today's society. In order for that to occur, the government of New Jersey shall set no legislation or policy that hinders this right. Adopted November 19, 2007. And I now ask that we all sign this today and make it official. Thank you. Here are the signatures presented for you all. With this, we announce that higher education must receive increased attention and support. We are realistic. We understand that in this current economic climate, that public higher education cannot receive the same level of support that it did a decade ago. However, we ask and we plead that public higher education be given greater attention, especially now, so that the disparities in affordability and accessibility do not grow any larger. Towards this end, we will continue to advocate, undaunted. On behalf of the Garden State Student Alliance and students everywhere in this great state, I thank you for joining us at the first GSSA press conference.